Love possesses not, nor will it be possessed, for love is sufficient unto love. Kahlil Gibran. Wisdom ceases to be wisdom when it becomes too proud to weep, too grave to laugh, and too selfish to seek other than itself. Coming generations will learn equality from poverty, and love from woes. Much of your pain is the bitter potion by which the physician within you heals your sick self. Say not, I have found the truth, but rather, I have found a truth. Death most resembles a prophet who is without honor in his own land, or a poet who is a stranger among his people. A friend who is far away is sometimes much nearer than one who is at hand. Is not the mountain far more awe-inspiring and more clearly visible to one passing through the valley than to those who inhabit the mountain? Your friend is your needs answered. Where is the justice of political power if it executes the murderer and jails the plunderer, and then itself marches upon neighboring lands, killing thousands and pillaging the very hills? The most pitiful among men is he who turns his dreams into silver and gold. Love, it surrounds every being and extends slowly to embrace all that shall be. If you cannot work with love, but only with distaste, it is better that you should leave your work. Pain and foolishness lead to great bliss and complete knowledge, for eternal wisdom created nothing under the sun in vain. Generosity is not giving me that which I need more than you do, but it is giving me that which you need more than I do. All our words are but crumbs that fall down from the feast of the mind. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Many a doctrine is like a window pane. We see truth through it, but it divides us from truth. Rebellion without truth is like spring in a bleak, arid desert. Poverty is a veil that obscures the face of greatness. An appeal is a mask covering the face of tribulation. Advance, and never halt, for advancing is perfection. Advance and do not fear the thorns in the path, for they draw only corrupt blood. If the grandfather of the grandfather of Jesus had known what was hidden within him, he would have stood humble and awestruck before his soul. All that spirits desire, spirits attain. Most people who ask for advice from others have already resolved to act as it pleases them. Of life's two chief prizes, beauty and truth, I found the first in a loving heart, and the second in a laborer's hand. When you work, you are a flute, through whose heart the whispering of the hours turns to music. Which of you would be a reed, dumb and silent, when all else sings together in unison? You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. Exaggeration is truth that has lost its temper. Kahlil Gibran. You have your ideology, and I have mine. If my survival caused another to perish, then death would be sweeter and more beloved. Ever has it been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. No man can reveal to you nothing but that which already lies half asleep. In the dawning of your knowledge, you pray in your distress and in your need. Would that you might also pray in the fullness of your joy, and in your days of abundance. What difference is there between us, save a restless dream that follows my soul but fears to come near you? The obvious is that which is never seen until someone expresses it simply. When we turn to one another for counsel, we reduce the number of our enemies. I wash my hands of those who imagine chattering to be knowledge, silence to be ignorance, and affection to be art. Hallow the body as a temple to comeliness, and sanctify the heart as a sacrifice to love. Love recompenses the adorers. If the other person injures you, you may forget the injury, but if you injure him, you will always remember. Knowledge cultivates your seeds and does not sow in your seeds. The person you consider ignorant and insignificant is the one who came from God that he might learn bliss from grief and knowledge from gloom. Would that I were a dry well, and that the people tossed stones into me, for that would be easier than to be a spring of flowing water that the thirsty pass by, and from which they avoid drinking. They consider me to have sharp and penetrating vision, because I see them through the mesh of a sieve. Nor shall derision prove powerful against those who listen to humanity, or those who follow in the footsteps of divinity, for they shall live forever. Forever. Wisdom stands at the turn in the road and calls upon us publicly, but we consider it false and despise its adherents. What is this world that is hastening me toward I know not what, viewing me with contempt? The just is close to the people's heart, but the merciful is close to the heart of God. Kahlil Gibran.